Good morning, everyone. We are leaving the apartment right now. So, on Friday, I filmed a whole video. It got botched. Storage ran out. So, praying that that doesn't happen today. Because obviously I want to get these videos out and I want to, film these. I do have some clips of the workout. I'll throw those in. Just a little bit, only the cool stuff. I trained chest and I did back, so hit some dumbbell bench, which was really cool. I obviously had a good time there. Hit the 110s for a few sets, 100s for one set. Nothing too crazy, but it felt good to get under some more weight again. And I'm starting to think that video that I filmed, it was more negative, I think, than positive. And maybe that's just, I don't know. I shouldn't be filming, not negative stuff. It was not like, fuck this, I'm done with this. It was not like that at all, but it was just talking about more negative concepts, which I think is real life, but also maybe that's not where I should be putting my head. And that made me think of today, which is to just be present. That's something that I've always struggled with. I'm always thinking about long term, always thinking about when am I going to be able to do this? When am I going to be able to do this? When am I going to be able to, do this? And not just be present in the moment and live my life how I want to live it, and just be grateful for what I actually have. This is a pretty crazy life I get to live. I'm not going to lie. It's a lot of fun. I am literally in a beautiful city. I have some really solid friends out here. I have some really great friends back in Georgia, back home. So, there's a lot to be thankful for. I have a really cool job. I enjoy that. I am moving. I got a place. I'm excited. So, next weekend I'll be moving. So, really looking forward to that. I'm excited to show you guys. I think it'll be a lot of fun, but it's like I literally get to move to the mountains, be present in that. A lot of stuff has happened to me for me in the past, few months, and I feel like some of that has gotten skipped over by just me. I don't even feel like that even happened, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's just kind of weird, and it's something even in powerlifting. I know I talked about this on Thursday, but setting short-term goals and racking those up and stacking your chips there is always going to be more important than just focusing on the biggest goal. Because honestly, throughout the route to get to that goal, that's where a lot of those memories are made. That's where a lot of friendships are created, bonds are formed, things like that. Sorry, my throat's all screwed up. I'm cooked, guys. But that's where those memories are created, and that's where the fun is. I'm really excited to move into this new stage in life and be, completely on my own moving in a tiny home. So I'll have my own little home. I'm really excited for it. It's really cool. I might show y'all a little clip, but it's on a little bit of land. There's chickens, they have rabbits, they had goats, they might be getting more. It's on a little homestead. So it's a really cool concept. It's a really nice family. They just have a tiny home on their property, and they were trying to rent it out. And I was like, let's do it. And then might be getting a new car as well. Not new, but new to me. A fun car. I have a truck. I don't really need that anymore, so I'm selling that. And then moving that over into another vehicle, which would be fun. So, you know, there's a lot to look forward to in life, and a lot that I'm doing that I'm really excited for, working really hard on a few different projects. So yeah, it's just exciting. I'm really excited for this. And sometimes for me, I have not, like I've said before, I'll kind of rewind. I've struggled with being present in life for a long time. I've always, had something else I was doing, or only focused on, I want to own my own company worth, $10 million. Instead of being like, all right, what's an idea for a company first? What's, what can I do here? What can I do there? And actually enjoying the process of doing that. And that's tough. It takes away from life a lot. And it makes you kind of miserable, because you obviously can't do that type of stuff overnight. But you can create things overnight, and you can find joy in that. And I think this is funny. I was thinking about this. I went on a hike on Saturday with some friends, and I caught myself thinking, like, just about the end, because it was tough. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still a little sore from it. I definitely gotta get better at hiking and increase my endurance and all that. But it was funny because I was like, oh, when are we gonna get to the top? When are we gonna get to the top? And I wouldn't stop and look around. Like, the whole point of the hike is to look around while you're walking. Like, you shouldn't just be like, when are we there? When are we there? That's such a terrible way to look at it. And so then, not only did I need a break, but I started stopping and looking around and actually, I don't know, this sounds really stupid, but actually listening to what's around me, looking at the trees, the rocks, moss, grass, the birds, all that stuff. And actually being dang, I don't know, being present in that moment. I don't even have any water. Golly, man. I'm cooked. Yuck. I'll cut some of that out. I'm sorry. But, being present in that moment was dang. If I think we as people just looked at life like that, we're not in such a rush to do everything. I'm some of my friends are, married, have kids, all this stuff. And I'm damn. Am I Jesus Christ, what the fuck is this guy doing? This truck is just all over the road. It's a Rivian. Them damn electric cars, man. No, I'm joking. I actually like the Rivians. I think they're kind of cool. But I forgot what I was even saying. That's crazy. He literally almost just took out a family of 5. Anywho, I gotta get over. Let me over, please. Bang. It's not a wreck on the way to work today. But it's man, if we could take that into all aspects of life and not think about the finish line and take our time, not be in such a rush. Like I said, some of my friends have families, have kids, have all this stuff. And not that that's not my goal. My biggest goal in life is to have a family and all that. But, not being in a rush. I'm literally 23, almost 24, which is getting close to Unk, but it's okay. But it's I don't know. I wish I could stop feeling like I'm rushing my life and rushing myself. Just want to, live it, enjoy it, obviously reach these goals that I want to, but also taking time to enjoy getting there. I think that's really important. And also, this is one of the things I talked about on Friday that the video obviously got botched, but being relentless in something that you want, but also being able to enjoy that process. There's something really special about people that can do that, where they're always thinking about the goal, but it's not necessarily taking over everything in their life and making them miserable. And they are enjoying the processes along with that. I think there's a lot to be said about someone that can do that. And I have a lot of respect for people that can. my ass cannot. I'm not very good at that, to be completely honest. I'm a very, like, just think about the ending and not really care about what's going on there. Another example I have is just in powerlifting. You know, I mean, I always was like, just the competition, the PRs I'm getting on the platform, all this stuff. And it's like, dude, lock in training. Like, do something cool in training. Like, squat a big weight in training. Not in a stupid way, but, you know, be present in the gym when you're training so that it translates better on the platform. If you're disassociated during the whole process, the ending's going to be shitty anyways. So, like, if we could focus on the process, it makes the ending much better. You'll get to the ending and be like, what the fuck was the point of that? I feel like I didn't even do anything. Like, I accomplished this goal, but, like, what did I do? And that's frustrating. You know? I remember, like, one of my first powerlifting meets, it's exactly what I did. I didn't care about what I did in training. I didn't do any of this. All I focused on was the meet, what I was going to hit at the meet, what I was going to weigh in, all this stuff. And I did terrible. It was the worst meet I've ever had. Because that's all I focused on. Instead of enjoying training with my friends, enjoying training, you know, in and of itself, even if I was alone. Just enjoying that side of it is so important. It's literally like 98% of our life probably is chasing goals and doing what we want to accomplish. If we don't live that, we're miserable, I think. So being grateful for what I have and what I've been given is just like something I'm trying to work on as well. Even though not everything's perfect, like, there's a lot of people that would kill for the life I live right now. And I think I saw that on some social. It was like, how are you going to complain about a life that, first off, you as a younger kid were wishing that you had? Second off, someone would kill to have a life like that. You know? I was able to move out to Denver at 23, start a good job, you know, meet some really cool people up here. That's a really cool experience that even if I did move home to Georgia, like, I still get to experience that. So, I don't know. We might have another side topic. We might have more fun car rides to the gym. I might be getting a fun sports car, which would be cool. I'm going to let you guys I'm not going to tell you guys exactly what it is, but me and a buddy might be flying out to go look at it and maybe go purchase it, which would be sick. It's like a dream car of mine. I've always wanted it. Some of my friends know what it is, but not everyone will. So we'll kind of see what happens there. Oh my gosh, there's so much traffic. Golly. Alright. Yeah. So a few things I'm taking in, especially in February, is just being present with where I'm at, enjoying, like, and that's something that I think this helps with. I listen to so much music. Funny joke, I was hanging out with some friends Saturday night, and like every song that would play, rock, white girl bangers, anything that would play, I would sing it, I would know it. So I know a lot of music, and I think that's like almost not an escape. It's a really weird way to put it. I'm not like crying on the way to work trying to escape my feelings, but sometimes I listen to podcasts, I listen to a lot of music, and I am so focused on the music, I don't even really pay attention to like what's around me and like what I'm looking at. And like, I put this in the first video, my drive to work is absolutely beautiful. And it's going to get even more pretty with where I'm moving. So, like, just being able to, obviously I'm on the interstate right now and that kind of sucks, but just being able to look around and really enjoying what I'm actually looking at and enjoying just something as simple as my drive to work, because I do have a long drive, but it's not bad. It's not a bad place to drive. You know, Atlanta is just like miserable. Atlanta is miserable to drive around in. It's actually bad. I wouldn't be able to have these type of conversations in Atlanta. I'd be getting cut off, probably yelled at, whatever. And traffic's way worse out there. Like, this is rush hour. It's like, 8 o'clock in the morning. And, like, we're slow. Like, but I'm still going, like, 40 miles an hour, 30, 40 miles an hour. Right as I say that, we're stopping. But it's like, there's really not, it's not that big of a deal. There's not that much traffic here. And, yeah, I don't know. I really want to travel a lot more now. Do all the cool stuff. I don't know. But yeah, today, sorry, off topic a little bit, but today I have a chest and triceps. So I'm benching today, and I'm excited. My chest is still a little sore from Friday, but I think I'll be fine. Got it growing back. They used to be great. Now they're not. I feel small. So I was going to go early this morning, and once again, I'm making another excuse, but I'm trying to be as open as possible. I did not set an alarm, so that's on me. I fucked that up. So I'm now going to train in the middle of the day. Obviously, I'm still going to work out, but just not super early in the morning, which is fine. I'm going to get it in, but I'm making another excuse, and I'm not even going to talk about it anymore. So, got chest, triceps. I'm benching. I did, I think, 245 for like a 3x7 last week. So I'm going to try and do 265, probably. Jesus, that guy almost hit me. Probably 265 for a little 3x7. Slowly building up. Something I talked about in the video on Friday that got botched was my training capacity is super, super, super low. Strength isn't horrible, but for example, on the dumbbell bench, I did one set with the 110s and got like 8, 10, I think, something like that. And my best, though, just regardless of this, I did the 150s one time, for a few times, for like 10. So I'm trying to work back up there. But regardless, I did one set with the 110s, pretty tough, pretty much to failure. And I waited like, 4 or 5 minutes. And I went to do my second set, and I only got like 5. Like, it was like pretty embarrassing. I was like, oh, I shouldn't have even like put that on. So now I'm reassessing just my work capacity and really trying to build that up. So maybe not going as high as intensity wise, but trying to have it longer. So instead of, one set with the 110s, I probably should have stuck with the 100s, because I did one set of 100s for 10 before that. Realistically, my ego was talking, and I wanted to hit the 110s. Probably shouldn't have done that. So I probably should have stuck with the 100s, done like a 3x10, still tough, but increase that workload capacity just a little bit before I really, really, really start pushing. Because I want to be able to push for, at least 2 to 3 sets. That'd be stupid if I only had one good set in me. That doesn't even make sense as to why I would want to do that. But, so that's my main focus right now, going back into strength and just feeling better. My back feels pretty good, actually. It's not been bad recently, so that's been really nice, but I have been doing, some more mobility, some more core stabilization. Been talking about that. So I think that's really important. I think it's going to help in the long run for sure. And also just taking my time, enjoying it. Like, I'm excited to train today. I had a really great session on Friday. Friday was just a good day in general. Even though it started off, I was a little upset, but that's whatever. I think today's going to be a great day. This weekend was fantastic. I went to, I forgot what it was called. Some arch on Saturday with some few people. That was really fun. Trying to, get more outdoors and do all that fun stuff, because I think it's really, really cool. And I'm in an area where, that's pretty much what you got to do. So from here, I want to enjoy it. Just really putting more focus on that. But yeah, so I got bench, got bench press today. Then I think I'm going to continue that trend with some chest press. Yeah, they have a pretty good incline press at Crunch. I like that one. So I'm going to get some incline in too. Eventually, I'd like to add in some Smith machine incline. on a secondary day, that is truly one of my favorite upper body movements. I love Smith machine incline press. It is just, I don't think it can be topped for me, to be completely honest with you. It's unbelievable. Love it. So eventually I'd like to add that back in, but I'm really only trying to have, I'm trying to have a dumbbell and a barbell day, so that doesn't really line up. But I don't know. Maybe I have a bit of a lighter Smith machine incline after barbell benching. I don't think that could be that bad. We'll see. We'll see. That might actually be fun. Yeah. Okay. Maybe we'll see that. And then gonna have at least one more chest fly movement. I did that on Friday as well, and felt that, man. Golly. Like I said, I'm still a bit sore, but we ball anyways. Not super worried about it. And then triceps. I've been really liking the skull crushers recently with the bar, the curling bar. That thing's sick. I love doing those because sometimes with triceps I feel like I'm not getting enough just strength, just heavier weight. And the tricep push downs you can only push so much, especially with a rope. Straight bar, yeah, you can push it pretty hard, but how I like to do them, you can only push them so hard. With that, I can get, the 100, 110 pound bar and have a really super solid, 3 sets, really difficult. Also, you can push that one kind of past failure, because after you come up here, I do incline skull crushers. So after you do all until you're here, you can kind of do partials off your chest, which gives you even a little bit more of a chest pump, also a little bit of tricep pump too. So I love that exercise. So probably wrap that up there and then go tricep extensions with the rope that attaches to my wrist. I don't like to hold on to anything, especially when I'm training triceps. I always like to just let that be itself and wrap around my wrist. So that's awesome. I'm really excited about that. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a fantastic day. I don't have any crazy, I need to get more gym clothes, cutoffs and I don't know, beaters, all that stuff. I don't have that much. I really only have t-shirts. So I'll have to go get some more stuff like that, because I prefer wearing beaters to the gym, to be completely honest. That's what I find the most comfortable, what I enjoy the most. And I only have a few colors, it's the same color, but I have a few of them and they're green. And it makes me feel weird when I wear them every day, because I'm oh, people think I'm just re-wearing this shit. But I don't. I have a few of them. So, now we're stuck in traffic. Golly. Whatever. But, yeah, I think going forward, being present, understanding this life that we have and how all of us are blessed to just, be in a really cool city, or if we have a job, or just to wake up and be here, go outside, go touch grass, and it's really nice. So doing that's been helping me out a lot. But we got chest and tries. I will see you guys at the gym for that. Peace out. All right.
Plus new form, I'll have to get used to it.
Yeah, sure. It definitely takes time to acclimate to
But
it.
honestly, it was more comfortable just realistically, so I was I'll probably get it in the next couple times.
For sure, you gotta keep trying it. You'll get better at it as you evolve more as a lifter.
Yeah, especially benching just gets you get better at benching by benching.
Yeah, oh God. No, don't say that. Oh God.
I was just feeling my side.
Oh God.
What's up, everyone? Got done with work. It was a super busy day, so that's why the recap's in the car. It was a super short workout today, I'm not gonna lie. Work was a lot, had a lot of different things going on. I'm just trying to get this video out because I know Friday didn't have a video out, so I appreciate y'all for being here and watching. I think it's really cool. And yeah, I promise the videos will be longer. I know I'm going to the gym early tomorrow morning, so I'll be good to go there. And yeah, I look forward to it. We'll, you know, comment some fun stuff, see what y'all want me to talk about. And yeah, I will see you guys for the next one. Peace out.